Tell me about speaking up about burnout, and especially with regards to women in the industry, whether overwhelmed by the volume of work or even taking on caregiving roles or other burdens, and how to make your employers understand that it's just not acceptable to expect your employees to make their work their whole life while ignoring their own mental and physical health.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack in there. So what I would say is that, one of the things the reasons that people don't speak up, the number one reason that people don't speak up is because they're afraid of the stigma of being declared unfit for service. So unfit for duty. It kind of gets back to, the origins of the cybersecurity community, right? In the intelligence sector, in the military. If you basically don't suck it up, buttercup, somebody's going to say, well, you're obviously not cut out for this work. And there you are, marginalized, sidelined, or even demoted or managed out. And so, first of all, the first thing we have to do is recognize that it has to be okay. People are not going to speak up if it's not okay to not be okay. And so it's first and foremost a leadership issue that says, hey, the thing we're trying to do here is a slog. This is not going to be easy. We're demanding a lot from our people. At the same time, there's no honor in essentially expiring in the line of duty because you didn't say, help, I need help. Okay. We have a lot of internal biases and fears to overcome to help people be able to say, I got to take a break. And by the way, a break is not the only thing to help you with burnout. And we talk a lot about that in other seminars that I do, and I do seminars on burnout. But first and foremost, in the workplace, it has to be okay for somebody they don't have to say why they've got to take a break. They don't have to give the details of what they're going through. They just need to be say, I need a moment.
Yes. Yeah.
And everybody gets the signal that says, this is a person who practices a healthy form of self-care. And I'm going to respect that and honor that, not stigmatize that. So that's a huge piece of it. But the truth is, unless the culture has made it okay to do so, people will go past a tipping point. They'll go to the place to where their health is harmed, or they may feel like they have no other choice. So that's a big part of it. Make it okay to speak up, and then people and then help people learn how to do that.
Can you talk a little bit? You said taking a break isn't the only way to curb burnout. Can you talk about some of the other topics around burnout that you've covered in these seminars and other sort of coping strategies? Yeah.
So one of the things that really happens with burnout that I see over and over and over again is people are especially people who are very work oriented. A lot of people have an incredible work ethic, right? And they define a lot about their life, their livelihood, where they live, how they take vacation. Everything they do is kind of can revolve around their work. And so if I gave somebody a list of 12 things, of 12 life factors that are very important for their overall well-being, like their physical health, their mental health, their emotional health, their relationships, their finances, that, and so on. What does their contribution to society look like? What does their spiritual connection look like? And I asked them to rate each one of those things on a scale of 1 to 10. And, we create little diagrams to help make this visual, because that's what I do. I make visual things.
Yeah.
But what you'll see is people rate like a 7 to 10 on work, on career. They've spent a great deal of time there and effort there, and they will in many cases, rate themselves quite highly, especially if you're talking to people who are accomplished. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you'll look at relationships, and it'll be a 2. Mm-hmm. And spiritual connection might be a 1 or 3. And you'll see this very unbalanced diagram result. And so one of the things that I try to help people understand, and I had to do this for myself, which is learn how to create a goal that is compelling for you. Your work goal may be very compelling. You have very clear ideas of what it is you want to accomplish, what you want to do, what you want to earn, blah, blah, blah. Tons of goals around work. What's your goal around your family? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how is that compelling? And so for me, I had to, some of the goals, I'll just share, like some of the goals that I had to make to change my behavior, because goals will change your behavior if you believe in them.
Yes.
Is I had a family goal that said, I create memorable experiences and lasting memories for my loved ones. Mm-hmm. Well, now when I take time off from work, I'm not taking time off from my goal. I am spending time on one of my other important goals.
Yes, yes.
It's a shift. It's a way to shift the way we think about things. Mm-hmm. I had to make another goal that said, I'm going to be in the best possible shape of my life, health, physical, mental, emotional health. Mm-hmm. And in order to be able to have these great experiences with my grandchildren, I had to create something that was compelling enough to shift my behavior.
Yeah.
The reason why this is important in burnout is that when we are focused only on the work goal, we get out of balance because we're human beings, not human doings. And we have to go back and be able to say, well, work isn't maybe going as well as I wanted, or it's not as effective. I'm not being as effective there as I could be because of whatever potential barriers there are. But I am putting in the time and the energy into other goals that matter to my life. Mm-hmm. And we can get people to kind of look at the whole picture. It's another whole picture issue. Mm-hmm. We don't want to get just so hyper-focused on work that we lose sight of the fact that our entire well-being is a balance of things. And that's where we've got to put some time and energy.
Have you seen Work Bites, the new security awareness training series from Infosec? Our team produced this series with 3 E's in mind, making security awareness training entertaining, engaging, and educational. Just go to infosecinstitute.com/free to learn more about this hilarious office comedy. And hey, let us know what you think about it.